This partwork has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up partworks that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 96 of Building Robocop. In this issue, we get these little shoulder bits to put on, and we're starting on the other hand, the data spike hand. So, yeah, of course, I'm liking it. It's coming to an end, but I'm liking it. The future under control. This is now all about Omnicorp. We've got Ed 209. It's all right, but yeah, 208 is the home Humotic version, EM 208. Omnicorp's videos. So, yes, this is what we got. The chest armor part 3. Finishing the chest armor as far as I can tell. I think there's probably still something to go on the arm there. Not sure about that. But this is the top little, what they call shoulder clasps. Putting that on, and then starting on the hand assembly, we've got the little brackets to put into the hand for the ball joint to pop into. And that's that so far with that. All good stuff. Robo-Bee. Tiny flying robots. Is that a real thing? That's 10 years old, 9 years old. I wonder if they've actually done them yet. Wingspan of 3 centimeters. That's bigger than it looks in there. But that's quite cool. I like that. Patches and electrodes. Nice. So ultra high speed trains. Yeah, that's very pointy. That's very, very, very pointy. That's less pointy. No wheels, less friction. Hyperloop, yeah. Brick trains, ultra fast. Yeah, that's all good stuff. Right, let's get this apart and let's get the shoulders finished and start on the hand. So, first things first, we've got these to put on, which are labelled L and R. So the right one is going to go on the right, the left one is going to go on the left, and they're going onto these shoulder socket parts. Basically, the two go down there and the one goes in there. So that just goes in there a bit like that, I think. If I can get them lined up properly. There we go. That's that. And the same on the other side, which I can't see from here, but it's got to be about there. I'll get that pushed in for sure once I can see what I'm doing with that. But there we go. That is now the top and shoulder part finished. Now that is done. I don't know why it was showing us with those being without the covers in, but there you go. That is that. I think that's pretty much the armor done. So next we've got to work on the other part of the hand. So let me move the body out of the way. And down so he stands over in the corner there. Hopefully he won't fall over. If he does, we'll hear it. I'm going to need a couple of these BM screws. 2 of those BM screws, not 3. One can go back in the packet with the label. And this is going over the hand section like that. And then like that. And then the screws will hold that in place. Ready for this to go in place of the other hand. If I ever want to use the data spike, I don't think I will. It's an interesting thing, but it doesn't really do it for me. I'd much rather have him hold the gun, I think, than the data spike. But it's an interesting alternative. So that is that. There's obviously not going to be any fingers for this one, so I can't use any spare parts for building the other broken thumb. But there we have it. That is that, and that is another stage completed. Join me next time when we are doing something else. I did have a glance ahead. I think we're dealing with the head, starting on the head work. So I'll see you for that in a couple of days. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye bye for now.